We're sitting in front of H Mart here in Houston. We're about to get the rest of our ingredients to make our authentic homemade kimchi. So, join us. We'll be showing you how to make kimchi. I told you guys I was gonna do this. You guys wanna fight, you know, sicknesses, keep your immune system at a very high level, instead of eating a bunch of ice cream and pizza all day, you can eat a nice meal with some kimchi. If you're thinking about eating some good, decent ramen noodles, eat it with some kimchi. Thinking about eating some bulgogi or anything else, eat it with some kimchi. Fermented, fiber, freaking good. It's got that sourness, that vinegar taste to it, spice to it. We're going to get these ingredients right now, guys. Stay tuned, stay full, and stay flavorful. Very similar to Daikon, we got the Korean radish. Here we go. Some Peruvian organic ginger. All right, after about 30 minutes of an aggravating search, we are in Chinatown. Makes it really hard to find a decent brand of actual Korean hot red pepper for the kimchi. Welcome back, Foodie Adventure fans. This is Lex, and I'm with my mom about to make some homemade kimchi with organic ingredients. First, you want to rinse the Napa cabbage, and then you want to put Korean rock salt for it to soak. How long do we soak it?
3 to 4 hours.
3 to 4 hours soaked in rock salt, Korean rock salt, after chopping it into quarters. Then we'll make our paste and layer it. Put it in a nice bowl like this with some alkaline water or some good water. Put some rock salt in there. How much rock salt? About to find out. Spread it nice and evenly in between the leaves if you can. It'll sit for 3 or 4 hours, and that's going to be the first step.
Less breaking leaf.
Well, it breaks the leaf a little bit less if you don't cut it all the way. You can shred it with your hand by pulling it apart into 4 quarters. Probably a curing process just before fermentation. You got to turn these over every 40 minutes to make sure they're evenly salted for the curing process to be complete. Prepare to make kimchi. That's it for now. 3 or 4 hours, and we're ready to layer it up. You rinse the Napa cabbage 3 times. And then you're ready to slice it. You slice them into bite-sized pieces, as so. Julienne slice the Daikon radish, organic ginger. Julienne sliced carrots and green onions.
1 bundle of green onion and 1 medium-sized carrot.
1 medium-sized carrot and 1 minced, no, actually minced chopped garlic, yeah. Organic garlic. More green onions, garlic.
Clove and a half.
Korean red pepper, very expensive. Kind of taking the rest of those Daikon and garlic, throwing it into the same bowl with the carrots and the green onions. Ginger smash to get those essential ginger oils into the mix. So you have chopped and pounded ginger. Making kimchi ain't easy, but it's got to be done the right way. Master Chef Kumi been cooking in kitchens and restaurants for years, from Seoul, Korea to New Orleans and now Houston, making the finest dishes from around the world, starting with kimchi. If you can't make a good kimchi, how are you going to make good kimchi fries? She is all business. She is not messing around right now. So
You don't want to make chunky, you can just smash it with one of those.
Yep, you can just pound it if you wanted to. And now we're going to go ahead and start integrating some of our spices, like the cayenne pepper with the Korean red pepper, the salted shrimp, the wild-caught salted shrimp. 안녕하세요. Looks like we have a visitor here. My brother, Mr. David. Alright. So, the more you put, the spicier it gets. Put about a quarter to almost a half container.
One fourth cup.
1/4 cup of Korean red pepper to the mix.
I like to use spices.
But my mom likes the capsicum, very healthy for you, fights cancer, so we're going to make it spicier and healthier with organic cayenne red pepper. Trying to hit a home. And we're going to use some monk fruit sweetener instead of sugar, because you don't need that much of this to make it the little bit sweet that we need. And our salted wild caught mini shrimp. Healthy portion, about 2 tablespoons there. That's going to help cure it even more. Coat with the Korean rock salt, maybe a little bit of pink salt.
You taste first before you add salt, because it's already sauteed with the cabbage and sauteed shrimp.
That's right. You want to make sure you taste it before you go further with any more salt. That way you don't have some salty kimchi. How beautiful that looks so far. I'm going to go ahead and integrate the Napa cabbage. Chop into bite-sized like pieces. Meaning some of them can be a little bit longer than the others. Doesn't matter. And now we're flipping and tossing kimchi. Putting together the cancer cold fighter. Giving you the essential amino acids and antioxidants, capsicum that you need to help the body proceed. tossing it right through where nice and evenly.
Do not squeeze.
Do not squeeze.
Toss it.
Just lightly toss without squeezing. Is the method.
Okay. Taste it.
Now you want to taste it, guys. Let's taste it. Oh, well, I guess I'll taste it. Just give it a try.
You don't need salt.
Yeah, perfectly salted. No more salt needed.
Good old pickle.
Now let's start jarring it. A jar is a jar. It's a ball jar. You can buy it, or you can use the old pickle jar. Good kimchi flavor explosion, guys. It's not even fermented yet, and those flavors are bursting throughout. Peppery, spicy, salty, sweet, but not sour yet.
Push it hard.
You're more like a pickled cabbage. And then you squeeze it in there. Squeeze it in there later to kind of pack it down and let everything kind of just marry itself together.
No air going.
No air going in between, making sure it's airtight sealed. And that's it. You want to leave around this much space just so it can have some room to breathe up.
Because when you start fermenting, it's going to be all the way up here.
Oh, when you finish fermenting, it'll be all the way to the top. Kind of like, you know, not filling the ice all the way to the top when you fill up the water.
About 3 days in a kitchen temperature. And put it back in the refrigerator.
3 days in about kitchen temperature, and then put it back. You can put it in the refrigerator after you try it.
It lasts 3 to 4 months.
This will last you 3 to 4 months.
Make sure every time you take the kimchi out, you smash it down.
Make sure every time you take the kimchi out, you smash it back down. Alright, that concludes making kimchi with my mom. Hope you guys like it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Foodie Adventures will be back with more ways to keep yourself healthy and enjoy great flavors. This is an absolute flavor explosion, but wait till it ferments and you'll have bursting flavors for like your ramen or your kimchi fries, whatever you want to do with it. Great side dish. Say bye, Mom.
Bye.
Alright, guys. Foodie Adventures signing out. Alright, we got the Daikon relish over here, thinly sliced. You can do them in cubes, that would be kakduge, but this is the chingche. Sengche. This is the sengche. Alright, yeah, look at the Korean rock salt and the cayenne with the Korean red pepper, onions, garlic. Nice, right? A little bit of monk fruit. Get a good mix there. Sengche. Right? Sengche. Just like kimchi, but with just the Daikon relish instead of the Napa Cabbage as the feature. Prep and push it into the container the same way, guys. Just want to do a little shorty on the sengche. Try it out. Wow, because when it's fresh, it's actually still delicious too. Man, flavor explosion.
Spicy.
Incredible.
Put cayenne pepper.
There's also cayenne in there as well. Alright, like, comment, subscribe. Foodie Adventure fans, signing out.